on podbean.com. Welcome to the land of bourbon and bad decisions. This is Relentless Daring. It'll probably end up on Podbean. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. And I know it's been a lot of insanity with all the election and all the brouhaha of everything that's been going on. I am going to be upfront. I am a first-time Donald Trump voter. I did not vote for him, and partially because being stuck in Afghanistan, not really being able to really, follow what's going on with all the politics and everything else, and also being more politically aligned with Ted Cruz. Throw my support behind Donald Trump. That being said, over the last 4 years, Donald Trump has completely changed my mind on how he would be as a leader. I fully expected that he would be waiting for pretty much any kind of major emergency and go full FDR, take control of everything, and it never happened. I mean, we saw with coronavirus, he's more authoritarian, you fascist pig. But he wasn't more authoritarian. He was, went full federalist. That's something I discussed with Andrew Heaton back in a couple weeks ago on the earlier episodes. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. He's wanting to bring troops home by Christmas from Afghanistan in that 19-year quagmire that we've been in. And again, this is a place I've been to twice. I'm proud of my service in Afghanistan, but it's reasons why I would, you look at moving the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, because in Israel, Jerusalem is the capital. Everywhere else, it's in Tel Aviv. So we are recognizing their capital. We have gotten Europe to start spending more money on NATO. And yes, I know people are going to hit me. Tyler, look at all the spending and all the debt that he's induced. I know. Good without the bad. I am not a fan of all the spending that Donald Trump has signed in via all the omnibus spending packages, which that's not a Congress to do their damn jobs and pass a budget. But with all this being said, with everything the way it looks right now, Donald Trump is looking like he will lose the election. It's hard. I understand there are people who are very, very pro-Trump. I believe the left. And you will be fine. Once they announce that all the legal wrangling is done in Pennsylvania, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, once it's all said and done and the dust settles, if and when Joe Biden is declared the victor, we will still get up every day. We'll carry on our lives as normal, because that's what we do. We're Americans. Now, I have a lot of fears about what Joe Biden could do via executive order. Be it guns, be it fracking. Because, hey, through fracking, we become energy independent. We've unlocked natural gas reserves, which, guess what? While natural gas is still not exactly clean energy, it is a reason why over the past 20 years, the United States carbon emissions have plummeted significantly, is because converting power plants from coal to natural gas. It's been a boon on the economy. It's brought new life to West Texas, around Odessa and other places like that in the oil patch. So, what I'm saying is if and when this happens, don't be that person in the yellow raincoat screaming at the sky that your life is over because Donald Trump just won. Don't be that person screaming into your cell phone while you're trying to drive and acting the fool on your cell phone while you're trying to drive and acting the fool on social media. Live your life. Continue to fight for what is right, for what you believe. Continue to fight for the Constitution. These are what we do as Americans. As we're going to sit and bitch and piss and moan for the next 4 years and then do nothing about it. When it comes to certain members of the Senate, I'm looking at you, Mitch McConnell. I'm looking at you, Mitch McConnell, and Lindsey Graham. You are the epitome of big state, right-wing, progressive Republicans. You don't believe necessarily in less government governs best. Just like the progressive left, you want the government to be running things the way you see it. That's one thing I have noticed over the past 10 years that I've been getting into really paying more attention to politics is that in the right, it's not necessarily a disagreement in ideology. It is a disagreement of who gets to hold the reins of the horse as it's speeding to a cliff. You're fighting over who has the reins, but you don't give a damn about the cliff you're about to go over. It's sad that, America is that speeding horse and, we're about to go over the edge. I just hope and pray that we do have a fully peaceful transition of power from Trump to Biden. I do not want to see violence in the streets. I do not want to see boogaloo boys out there thinking they're getting ready to fight in the next civil war. If we come here, but for right now, peace be upon all of us. I do not think that we are on the precipice of socialism. The good thing is about Republicans retaining the Senate is you do have legislative gridlock. You have a mostly you have a mostly conservative